The fall of Julius Caesar, the Ides of March. What happens when a democracy decides one man has become too powerful? On March 15, 44 BC, a date known forever as the Ides of March, Rome answered that question with daggers. Julius Caesar, fresh from military victories and having declared himself dictator perpetuo, dictator for life, entered the Senate chamber for a routine meeting. Despite warnings from a seer to beware the Ides of March, Caesar dismissed the concerns. After all, he had pardoned many of the men now surrounding him. Meet Marcus Junius Brutus, Caesar's friend and possibly his illegitimate son, who became the most famous of the conspirators. Shakespeare would immortalize his betrayal with Caesar's legendary last words, "Et tu, Brute? You too, Brutus?" Though historians debate whether Caesar actually said this, the phrase has become synonymous with the ultimate betrayal. The assassins, nearly 60 Roman senators, called themselves the Liberatores, the Liberators. They believed they were saving the Roman Republic from tyranny, but their act had the opposite effect. Rather than restoring republican democracy, the assassination plunged Rome into 13 years of civil war and ultimately led to the establishment of the very empire they had feared, under Caesar's adopted son Octavian, later known as Augustus. What's remarkable is how quickly public opinion turned. While many senators celebrated the assassination, the Roman public, who benefited from Caesar's popular reforms, rioted during his funeral. When his will was read, revealing generous gifts to the Roman people, support for the assassins collapsed. Within 3 years, all would be dead or in exile. So significant was this event that the assassins minted coins celebrating the deed, showing daggers and the words Ides of March to commemorate what they viewed as their restoration of liberty. It remains one of history's most famous political murders, inspiring plays, films, and countless warnings about the dangers of both tyranny and its violent overthrow. The assassination raises questions we still grapple with today. When does a leader become a tyrant? Can violence ever be justified in defense of democracy? What happens when well-intended actions lead to unintended consequences? Julius Caesar has been dead for over 2,000 years, yet we're still living with the political and cultural aftershocks of his murder. The next time you hear someone warn to beware the Ides of March, remember that fateful day in 44 BCE, when 23 dagger wounds ended the life of Rome's most famous ruler, but gave birth to an empire and forever changed the course of Western civilization. Sometimes actions taken to prevent what we fear most can become the very catalyst that brings it into being. We hope you enjoyed this event in history. We have many historical stories to tell. Do not miss any of them.